Hey, Mike with Rove Pest Control here. And are you moving? Are you renting and getting a new apartment or new home? Well, today's video, I'm going to cover some different tips you want to keep in mind before you rent, before you move into a new place to prevent pest issues, and basically a renter's guide to pest control. So some things to really keep in mind up front is that in most cases, when you rent a new place, you're finding a new location, the place is going to show you like their model apartment, right? They're going to show you one that's super clean, that's in the best condition. Not that these apartment complexes are trying to pull one over on you or anything like that. Obviously, they're going to put their best foot forward, but what can happen is that sometimes could give you false impressions or the idea that you're not going to get any pest issues or everything's in perfect order when it sometimes might not be. So to protect yourself as a renter, there's a few things that you really want to look for. So one thing to really keep in mind is that as seasons change, pests are going to attempt to get into your apartment, your home, wherever you're living, right? So what happens is as temperatures drop, they rise, pests are going to be more active and looking for a new location to live. So one really important factor when it comes to pest control is exclusion. And that's basically going to be sealing cracks and crevices, entry points around your home. And why that's important, again, if you're renting, you can take a look at the outside of the complex. It might not necessarily be your specific unit that you're in, but looking for damaged screens, looking for entry points around doors. So does the outside of the complex, does the door fully close? Is there large gaps underneath? Is there cracks and crevices around the foundation? Different things like that where pests can get in as seasons change. Another thing to keep in mind too is you might not have specific issues. Your specific unit might look clean and tidy, but it doesn't mean the other units are. And what can happen, especially with pest issues in that closed, confined environment of like an apartment complex, they can transfer very quickly from apartment to apartment. So some other different things that you want to look out for, check things like the laundry room, the dumpsters, if there's an underground parking area. Look for pest activity or cleanliness in those areas, seeing if there's a lot of fly activity, roaches, rodents, different things like that, because again, it can quickly spread from a laundry area to other parts of the building, that parking lot, different things like that. So another thing to really keep in mind is to look at, check over those areas before you rent, because again, those could lead to other pest issues as well. Some other things you want to keep in mind too is be looking for specific pest activity. So if you're walking the halls of the complex, looking around like the corners of the ceiling or the floors, looking for carcasses of the pests, droppings, activity like that, because again, if there's warning signs up front to begin with, the one specific unit they show you might be looking great, but it doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the complex is as well. So a few tips to really keep in mind and be on the lookout for to hopefully move into somewhere that doesn't have pest issues. Again, these complexes aren't really trying to trick you or get you into something that's going to be terrible for you, but again, they're obviously going to show you the best option possible, but it doesn't mean that there might be other areas that could lead to pest problems if you don't take a look at them first. So hopefully these tips helped you as a renter's guide for pest control. If you did get value from this, feel free to comment and share. And if you do have pest issues, be sure to head on over to rovepestcontrol.com. And then if you happen to be a first-time customer with us, you can head on over to rovepestcontrol.com/50 off. And enter your information there for $50 off your first service with us. So again, whether you have issues now, you're looking to set up a prevention program, head on over to rovepestcontrol.com, and then as a first-time customer, rovepestcontrol.com/50 off to get that great discount. But thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.